it is forbidden to kill. Therefore all murderers are punished unless they kill in large numbers and to the sound of trumpets. Voltaire. Welcome to MGT 1600, Ethics and Social Responsibility. Where do we get accepted principles of right and wrong? I actually believe that we learn our ethics from those that sustain us as we mature through life. Just as with those experiencing Stockholm Syndrome, children tend to express empathy and sympathy and have positive feelings toward their parents and or guardians, to the point of defending and identifying with them and their belief systems. Let us define some terms. Ethical behavior conforms to a society's accepted principles of right and wrong. Workplace deviance, unethical behavior that violates organizational norms about right and wrong.
So ethics, in general, is knowing the difference between right and wrong. But we know that this differs from person to person. In my class, I asked my students to write down their ethical code, or 5 things that they won't do. And that's sometimes difficult. In fact, some students will say, well, I can come up with 1 or 2 things that I'll never do, but 5 is difficult. Then you get a group of people together, and just 4 or 5 students, and say, come up with something that you agree on that you won't do. Right? This is my ethical boundaries as a group. Some of them are creative, but usually you don't get more than 1 or 2 things or items that they all agree on. So we all agree on this. We'll never do this. Well, business ethics, what we're saying is we understand that we're getting a group of people to work together. We're hoping that we'll have synergies and we'll complement each other, and working as a group will perform better than somebody just trying to do it all by themselves. In order to do this, we have to make conscious decisions on how we're going to deal with various dilemmas that happen in the workplace. What do we do if somebody offers our purchasing department kickbacks like gifts, or like even a season pass to Lagoon or to Deer Valley? What do we do if somebody feels like they're being sexually harassed or bullied at work? When we talk about business ethics, we're saying these are conscious decisions on how we're going to work together to make things more harmonious and make the workplace an environment that people can be productive. So that's what we're saying when we say business ethics. And some of the dilemmas that we deal with on a regular basis are going to be listed in the next slide.
One kind of workplace deviance, called production deviance, hurts the quality and quantity of work produced. Examples include leaving early, taking excessively long work breaks, intentionally working more slowly, or wasting resources. Property deviance is unethical behavior aimed at company property or products. Examples include sabotaging, stealing, or damaging equipment or products and overcharging for services and then pocketing the difference. Theft of company merchandise by employees, called employee shrinkage, is another common form of property deviance. Employee shrinkage costs U.S. retailers more than $19.5 billion a year, and employees steal more merchandise than shoplifters. 47% of theft is done by employees, whereas 32% by shoplifters. Shrinkage takes many forms. Sweethearting occurs when employees discount or don't ring up merchandise their family or friends bring to the cash register. In dumpster diving, employees unload trucks, stash merchandise in a dumpster, and then retrieve it after work. Whereas production and property deviance harm companies, political deviance and personal aggression are unethical behaviors that hurt particular people within companies. Political deviance is using one's influence to harm others in the company. Examples include making decisions based on favoritism rather than performance, spreading rumors about coworkers, and blaming others for mistakes they didn't make. Personal aggression is hostile or aggressive behavior toward others. Examples include sexual harassment, verbal abuse, stealing from coworkers, and personally threatening coworkers. Generally speaking, deviant behavior on the right side of the chart are punishable by immediate dismissal. Sometimes employees are also subject to lawsuits.